All right, let's talk about event bubbling. What is that? It's on by default. So if you have an on-click on an event and it finishes running, it actually checks all the parent elements for on-clicks also, or any other event. So what does this mean? If we go to HTML, we see there's the body, main section, a div, a paragraph. What this means is that if I have an on-click, like this, on all of them, let's say I click on the paragraph, this function will run, right? And then it will actually check the div. And if the div has an on-click, that will also run, right? But even if it doesn't, right, then nothing will run, but then it will also bubble up to the main tag, because the main tag was the parent of this div tag. Okay, let me put back the on-click. And then after the main, it'll go to the body, and it'll go to the HTML after that. So how can we prove this? Function start, forgot what I called it, start event e, and then let's just do console.log. We say event was dispatched from, and then here we can use e.current target. Okay, and let's do .tag name. And if you don't know the difference between current target and e.target, I do have a video on that as well. And then element here. So now if I go in the middle and I click on the paragraph right here, we go up. First, you see that it was dispatched from the P element, right? Which is this on the left side, the paragraph, and then from the div, right? And then once it runs from the div, notice that it doesn't run the on-click from the section, because the div is a sibling to the section. Okay, so sibling on-clicks will not run. It has to check for this div's parent, which is the main. That's why we see from main here. And then main, we go up to body, and then we go all the way up to the HTML tag, right? So that's how event bubbling works. But how can we take advantage of this? Let's take a look at a better example. Okay, in this second example, I just have a main tag with the ID and then 3 Pokemon with the IDs of their names. Now, let's take advantage of event bubbling. With the first way, without event bubbling, you can do something like const. Let's select all of the images. Say all images is equal to document.query selector all. And then I'm just going to use the main. And then let's select all direct images. And then I guess you can do all images dot for each image. And then you can do each image dot on click is equal to function e. And then we can do, let's do alert e dot target dot id. Okay, so what this means is that internally you are putting an on click on each of these images. So 3 on clicks, right? And then when we click, we get Pikachu, Chansey, and Jigglypuff. But if you look at this, you can just put it on the main tag, right? So main tag. And the reason I can use this variable name without declaring it is because I put it as the ID in the HTML. So main tag dot on click is equal to function, and then we can just alert e.target.id. Okay, because remember, e.target will always return the direct element that your mouse cursor clicks on. So we still get Pikachu, we still get Chansey, and we still get Jigglypuff. But we only used one event listener. Right? Imagine if we had a whole collection of all the Pokemons, right? That's a lot of event listeners. But you can use event bubbling and just put it on its container tag like this.